and Widows Association are honored to perform the last alarm service for any active firefighter or member of our organization. Today, we honor James Bernard Kiel, who was born September 4th, 1929, died October 1st, 2016. He was hired February 5th, 1953, and retired January 20th, 1983, with just about 30 years of service. Bells have played a significant part in the fire service since the beginning. Before we had sirens and radios, the town hall and church bells were used to call volunteers to duty. All fire trucks used bells to clear the way to an emergency, and they were also used at a fire scene to evacuate a building in danger of collapse. Today, we will use a bell to honor a departed firefighter. You will hear a series of tones, 3, 3, 3, 1. This code in the past was sent by a telegraph key to dispatch, indicating that a fire company was in quarters but out of service to clean up and reload their apparatus after a fire. Today, we will use the bell to signal that a fellow firefighter has responded to their last alarm. In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the rustling of leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in the need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us, as we remember them. Memory is the priceless heritage of the ages. It is the echoing voice of happy days, experiences and emotions, fond recollections, beautiful traditions, friendships, and the comradeships of those whose hearts are true. Today we are standing in memory of our brave departed brother, who will never return from his last alarm. Tradition tells us he is dead. Reason tells us he will be with us all the days of our lives. And faith tells us we will someday meet him again. In the midst of his earthly activities, the pale rider came and signaled him to the realms of eternity. Obedient to his duty, he laid down his task, and with a fearless smile on his lips, he responded to the decree from the God of eternal love beyond azure skies. With the enshrouding soil, his mortal body will repose, so that loved ones might pilgrimage there with fragrant flowers, tokens of affectionate remembrances. But the soul of our departed brother is on the wings of an angel, bound for distant shores of eternal bliss, where the almighty ruler of perfect love will hand him the priceless gift of immortality. So, my brothers, when we respond to our last alarm, we will find our departed brothers and sisters waiting with the light of love in their eyes to lead us to the eternal Father, who rewards those who love truth, practice charity, honor chastity, and stand for justice. Now, with the deepest reverence, let us bow our heads for the repose of the soul of those who will never return from their last alarm. James Bernard Kiel has responded to his last alarm. Thank you all.